how did you enjoy the last year in one-day international cricket? Because you played some outstanding innings.
Thank you, Ravi. Injuries been coming up well. Another 4 weeks to go. Hopefully, be fit for the Australia series. But I think for the Indian team, the last year has been fantastic. They had some great victories, some consistent wins, even overseas, Australia and New Zealand, which are very important for as India team building. And it's just to be, it's a great honor to be part of the ODI One-Day, ICC ODI One-Day team.
What was the biggest difference in your batting in the last 12 months?
Well, I think I've been batting up the order now, so get to play more overs, get to play more balls, and when there are batters around your back, you can go and play freely. Batting at 6-7, there's nobody behind you, so it's a big difference.
Well done, Yuvraj, and we'd like to thank Yuvraj Singh, Ian Bishop, for the handing over the cap for the ICC One-Day International Team of the Year. Another couple of members of the ODI team are with Alan Wilkins. All yours, Al.
Ravi, thanks very much indeed. I have with me Tilakaratne Dilshan and Umar Gul, Sri Lanka and Pakistan, respectively. Firstly, fellas, congratulations. Would you like to accept your one-day international caps? They're lovely pieces which you can put in your hand luggage, I'm sure. Or you can wear them around Santon tonight. But firstly, I have to ask Umar. You have this amazing ability to bowl a Yorker. You keep bowling them, Will, you probably bowl them in your sleep. How do you do it so often?
I think back to Pakistan, we are used to play 2020 cricket. So I have the idea to how to bowl the Yorkers. I think it's all about the practice and hard work.
If the gentleman on your left started playing that shot, the Dilshan, I think we call it, what would you do?
I will bowl him a bouncer.
But he would be on his knees. The bouncer would go over his head.
So that's why.
And then maybe the Yorker again.
Yeah.
You've had a fabulous year, Umar, and that's a wonderful cap. I'm not sure how you're going to take it home to Pakistan, but it will look wonderful on you. Would you like to put it there a moment? Because I want to ask Tilakaratne now about this shot, the Dilshan. Can we call it the Dilshan?
Yeah, definitely. Now everyone calling Dil Scoop. Yeah.
When did you first tell your captain that you were going to play it?
In T20 World Cup. Before I did a bit training in back home, then I come to England, I just practice in the machine at lesser speed, then I got a confidence, then I said to Captain, okay, I'm going to play this shot for this tournament.
One of our commentators, Bumble, David Lloyd, said, oh heck, if he plays that, I hope he's got a good dentist. Your teeth look lovely.
I think I'm not worried about that. We have a good dentist in back home. I'm not worried about that.
Have you actually hit yourself playing this shot?
Not yet.
And if Umar bowled you the bouncer and the Yorker, how would you play it?
If you bowl Yorkers, I just play my Dil Scoop. Then if you bowl short, I play my hook shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, two of the fabulous one-day cricketers in our ODI team, Tilakaratne Dilshan and Umar Gul.
Thank you, Alan Wilkins. Now, in a new element of the LG ICC Awards this year, we're taking the opportunity to look back on the careers of the very best cricketers ever to play the game, the members of the ICC Cricket Hall of Fame. This initiative, which is run in conjunction with FICA, forms part of the ICC's centenary celebrations, and it seeks to mark the greatest of greats from every era of our great game. Watch this.
Sir Vivian Richards, arguably the greatest batsman of all time, the fastest bowler from this island, Andy Roberts, and last but not least, Michael Holding, Whispering Death.
I think it's also a great testament to the team that Andy, Viv and myself played in, because 6 of us of the 13 West Indians are in that Hall of Fame.
I'm privileged, I'm very privileged.
The ICC Hall of Fame was launched in January this year in conjunction with the Federation of International Cricketers Association.
It's my pleasure today to induct Sir Richard Hadlee into the ICC Cricket Hall of Fame.
To be one of the first 55 to be inducted into the ICC FICA Hall of Fame, I can tell you it can't get any better than that.
As part of the ICC centenary celebrations, 55 legends of the game were inducted into the Hall of Fame for their outstanding contributions to the game of cricket.
A very special moment for South African cricket history with the induction of the great Graham Pollock, into the ICC Hall of Fame. Great honour to be part of the first 55.
The initial inductees or their relatives were presented with a commemorative cap, with the list set to grow year on year.
Wow, the ICC Cricket Hall of Fame really is a great way to look back at some of the accomplishments of the players who helped make the game what it is today. Tonight, we are adding 5 more greats to that already impressive list of candidates. And to announce those names, I would like to welcome on stage the President of the ICC, David Morgan, and the President of FICA, Jimmy Adams. I would now like to ask David Morgan and Jimmy Adams to announce the names.
This evening, the ICC Cricket Hall of Fame, we induct Wasim Akram, who is present with us this evening.
There you go, the great Pakistani fast bowler, Wasim Akram. Well, obviously, Messrs. Grimmett, Trumper and Sutcliffe are no longer with us. And Steve Waugh is unfortunately unable to be with us tonight, but I'm delighted to invite on stage Wasim Akram to collect his commemorative cap. One of the greatest fast bowlers to have played the game of cricket, certainly one of the best left-armers who have ever played this great game. Well, Waz, many congratulations. Must be a big day in your life, this.
Yes, definitely is. When I started playing cricket at the age of 7, 8, like any other youngster in our part of the world, I remember I had pictures of Imran Khan, Javed Miandad, David Gar and Sunil Gavaskar up in my room. And today I'm standing, I'm with them in the Hall of Fame, and I think it's dream come true. It's an honor for me and it's an honor for my country. I would like to thank ICC and all the people who have helped me over the years to achieve what I wanted to achieve at every stage of my cricketing life.
Well, you bowled to some of the greatest batsmen in the world. You've had a long career that spans almost 2 decades. If you had to pick 2 or 3 players who you really enjoyed battle with?
I never enjoyed any batsmen, seriously. I hated all of them when I bowled at them. But yes, the most difficult one, in a way, it has to be Sir Richards, Sunny Gavaskar. And I think in this era, there were so many great players, Ricky Ponting, Sachin Tendulkar, Brian Lara's. And I think one batsman I got in one-day cricket who really panicked me, that was Gilchrist. And I must say, it was very difficult to bowl right at the end of my career.
Very good. And now, another great who's also inducted into the Hall of Fame, unfortunately not here today, Steve Waugh. Now, he made 157 against you in Pindi in '98, but you also picked up his wicket on more than one occasions, and you have had great battles with him as well.
Yes, I think one of the most feared competitors, very tough, mentally tough. When he used to come out to bat, I remember his technique wasn't there. It looked, as a bowler, that he's going to get out at any stage of the game. But let me tell you, he was very competitive. He was always in front of his face as a batsman. And I remember '98, Rawalpindi test match, and I bowled quite quick there. And he survived my spell twice, and then he just stood there for a day and a half and got 158. One of the best players of all time, I must say, Steve Waugh.
And who would be the young fast bowler you have your eye on now? You've been watching a lot of young fast bowlers playing. If you have to pick a couple of guys who could become greats like you?
I think talent is incredible nowadays in world cricket. It's the Dilshan Scoop, it's the Afridi, it's the Umar Gul, and then Mohammad Amir, Ishant Sharma, Siddle, Mitchell Johnson. There are quite a few, if I'm forgetting anything, but let me tell you, these guys are really talented and they've been doing a great job. It's really fascinating to see them, with their varieties they have come up with over the years.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, big hand here, massive hand for a Hall of Famer, Wasim Akram.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. David Morgan and Jimmy Adams. So when we come back after the break, like I mentioned, we've got the Test Team of the Year. Welcome back. Just like the one-day international team.